The next item I'm going to mention is personal weapons. All the machine gunners, irrespective of their role, would also have had a personal weapon. They didn't just carry this Vickers, because the Vickers was a crew-served, a detachment weapon. It needed more than one person to get it into battle. So while that was being carried or being moved on the vehicle or whatever, you needed a personal weapon. And for the British Army, and certainly the majority of the Commonwealth armies in the Second World War, that was the rifle. It got in the way, we know that. It's in the veterans' accounts. I've spoken to veterans themselves, and they're extremely wound up with the fact that they still had to carry a rifle, but they did. Most of them just, it's the normal rifle of the period. So Italy, short magazine Lee Enfield, number 1 Mark III, Northwest Europe, number 4, typically. There are exceptions to that as well, but it would have been the rifle. Now, what we see is a lot of people carrying pistols, revolvers or Colt 45 automatics. But people believe that, as in the First World War, and you'll see on the mannequin up here, the numbers 1 and the number 2, so the tripod carrying person and the gun carrying person, respectively, they carried pistols in the First World War. But in the Second, really only the Canadians did. Again, there are always exceptions to these rules, but generally it was the Canadians and airborne forces and commandos. So it depends on what unit you're portraying, and it depends on your role within that unit, but generally you won't go wrong by carrying a rifle alongside your Vickers machine gun. It is worth saying that some machine carbines, so be they Thompsons, Stens, certainly in British parlance, machine carbine is the submachine gun, were carried within the machine gun unit, and one generally within each subsection. Certainly very late in the war, 44, 45. A Sten submachine gun carbine, 1 in every 4 guys, so 1 in every machine gun team, was carrying a Sten, so be that a Mark II or a Mark III. And then the only other people that were carrying them were the range takers.